What if everything you've been taught about happiness is wrong? Most people spend their lives chasing success, money, achievements, and recognition, believing happiness will eventually follow. But what if happiness isn't the reward? What if it's actually the foundation? In his book Positive Psychology Summarized, Devon Kade explores the revolutionary science behind happiness, resilience, and human flourishing. Drawing from decades of research by pioneers like Martin Seligman, Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, Carol Dweck, and Viktor Frankl, this book reveals practical tools that can help anyone build a meaningful and fulfilling life. Today we'll break down the most powerful lessons from the book and discover how you can apply them immediately. Let's begin. Stop fixing what's wrong. Start building what's right. For most of its history, psychology focused on one question: what's wrong with people? Researchers studied depression, anxiety, trauma, and mental illness. These studies were important, but they ignored an equally important question: what makes life worth living? Positive psychology emerged to answer that question. Instead of focusing solely on weakness, it studies strengths. Instead of merely surviving, it explores thriving. The goal isn't to eliminate all negative emotions. The goal is to create a life rich in meaning, engagement, relationships, accomplishment, and positive emotions. This shift changes everything. Because happiness isn't simply the absence of suffering, it's the presence of flourishing. The PERMA formula for happiness. One of the most influential concepts in the book is Martin Seligman's PERMA model. According to this framework, well-being consists of 5 key elements. P stands for positive emotions. E means engagement. R stands for relationships. M stands for meaning. A means accomplishment. Let's quickly examine each one. Positive emotions include gratitude, joy, hope, and appreciation. Engagement refers to becoming deeply absorbed in what you're doing. Relationships are the supportive connections that enrich life. Meaning comes from serving something larger than yourself. Accomplishment involves achieving goals and making progress. Notice something important: happiness isn't just feeling good, it's living well. If one area feels weak, strengthening it can dramatically improve your overall well-being. Discover the power of flow. Have you ever been so focused on a task that you lost track of time? Hours felt like minutes. Your attention was completely absorbed. This state is called flow. Psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi described flow as one of the most enjoyable human experiences. Flow occurs when your skills perfectly match the challenge before you. If the task is too easy, you get bored. If it's too difficult, you become anxious. But when challenge and skill align, magic happens. Athletes experience it. Artists experience it. Entrepreneurs experience it. Students experience it. To create more flow in your life, remove distractions. Set clear goals. Work on meaningful challenges. Focus on one task at a time. Flow doesn't just improve performance, it makes life more enjoyable. Develop a growth mindset. Many people unknowingly limit themselves because they believe abilities are fixed. I'm not smart enough. I'm not talented. I'm just not good at this. Carol Dweck calls this a fixed mindset. People with a fixed mindset see failure as proof of inadequacy, But people with a growth mindset see failure differently. They view it as feedback. They believe abilities can be developed through effort and learning. The difference is profound. When you believe improvement is possible, you become willing to take risks. You embrace challenges, you persist longer, you achieve more. The next time you struggle, add one simple word, yet. I can't do this, yet. That one word transforms limitation into possibility. Optimism is a skill. Many people think optimism is something you're born with. The research says otherwise. Optimism can be learned. The book discusses how resilient people interpret setbacks differently. When something goes wrong, pessimists often think, this is permanent. This affects everything. It's all my fault. Optimists think differently. This setback is temporary. This is one challenge, not my entire life. I can learn from this. The event may be identical. The interpretation changes everything. Your thoughts create your emotional reality, and when you change the story you tell yourself, you change your future. Emotional intelligence is a superpower. IQ may get your foot in the door, but emotional intelligence often determines how far you'll go. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand and manage emotions, both your own and those of others. People with high emotional intelligence stay calm under pressure, build stronger relationships, resolve conflicts effectively, lead with empathy, communicate more clearly. In today's world, technical skills matter, but emotional skills create influence. The good news? Emotional intelligence can be developed. Start by becoming more aware of your emotions. Pause before reacting. Listen more carefully. Seek to understand before being understood. Small improvements create massive results over time. The helper's high. One surprising discovery from positive psychology is that helping others helps us. Researchers call this the helper's high. Acts of kindness trigger positive emotions and strengthen social connections. Helping doesn't require huge sacrifices. A compliment, a phone call, a kind message, a few minutes of support. These small actions create ripples that benefit both giver and receiver. Ironically, one of the fastest ways to become happier is to stop focusing exclusively on your own happiness. Serve others. Contribute, give, the rewards often return many times over. Resilience isn't bouncing back, it is growing forward. Everyone experiences adversity. Failure, loss, disappointment, heartbreak, stress. The question isn't whether challenges will come. The question is how you'll respond. Resilience isn't pretending everything is fine. It's adapting and continuing despite difficulty. The book introduces the idea of post-traumatic growth. Some people don't merely survive hardships. They become stronger because of them. They develop deeper wisdom, greater appreciation, stronger relationships, a clearer sense of purpose. Pain can break us, or it can transform us. The difference often lies in the meaning we create from the experience. Purpose is the ultimate motivator. Viktor Frankl famously wrote that those who have a why can bear almost any how. Purpose provides direction. It gives meaning to struggle. It turns ordinary work into something significant. Many people search endlessly for happiness, but purpose often leads to happiness naturally. Ask yourself, what contribution do I want to make? Who do I want to help? What values matter most to me? Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It simply needs to matter deeply to you. Let's recap the biggest lessons from positive psychology summarized. Happiness is not a destination. It's a skill. Create more flow. Develop a growth mindset. Practice optimism. Strengthen emotional intelligence. Help others. Build resilience. Live with purpose. The science is clear. A flourishing life doesn't happen by accident. It's built intentionally. One habit, one choice, and one day at a time. And perhaps the most important lesson of all, don't wait for life to become perfect before allowing yourself to be happy. Start building happiness today. Because flourishing isn't something you find, it's something you create. If you enjoyed this summary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who wants to live a happier, more meaningful life.